Hey, what's up everyone? Upstart here with RyXe Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Subnautica Below Zero. Now, in the previous episode, aside from the huge mess that we got ourselves into in that episode, obviously, mostly having to do with the mods. Well, not exactly. Yeah, one part with the mods, and the other part was, you know, getting the prawn suit kind of late by wasting our diamonds. Anyways, um, in the end, everything worked out, more or less. More or less worked out. I got a little frustrated, yes, but still. It worked out more or less, in our favor. Anyways, so in the previous episode, uh, I didn't know what the name of that ship was called, but I figured it out. I'm like, you know what? Let me look inside my logs, because I know it said the PDA said something. So this was what we found and what we scavenged after we got the laser cutter. You know, getting the or some fragments. And we didn't get the whole blueprint, but we got some fragments. 2 fragments out of 3 that we need, so we still need to find another piece. So it's the stern, which is the back part of the. And I'm just gonna read this whole thing, right? I have an astronautical soul transgov vessel called the Mercury 2. So if I go into the data bank, I think it was in the logs of communication right here, Mercury 2 logs. So I found these 2 logs that I think they were inside, but anyways, that is what that ship is called, the Mercury 2. Anyways, that's not really that important, but what was important was that we were getting, that blueprint, those pieces for the parallel processing unit, which we need so we can make the test override module, so that we can basically advance, but in essence, so we can, as it says right here, it's basically to deactivate. I don't know if it deactivates it or just makes it like gives it erroneous data. Basically like a DDoS attack type of thing to the tower. I don't know. I don't know if that's what I think DDoS attack is like, for overloading like something, right? Like too many like I don't know exactly I can't remember right now. But anyways, that's not the point. We override the tower, the communications tower, so that Marguerite will get become like more friendly to us, and then once we finish that, she'll contact us, I believe, and then we're gonna have to go to her, basically her garden island, her what are those things called? Um, greenhouse island, whatever. Anyways, that. But aside from that, we also what did we do? We made the prawn suit. Like I said, it was a bit messy, but we got the prawn suit. We made the drill because I had to actually went in there. I went back inside the mining site, and I was like, like going crazy, like trying to look in every looking cranny, so I can find, any little bit of diamonds that I could find that could get together. Apparently, there were 6 still available. Inside, there was 5 inside the mining site, like down there, and there was 1 in like this weird thermal area on top, like through some tunnels above that thing. Anyways, oh look, a glow was passing by. So we got that. We managed to get the drill arm. We got all that right there. Now we have more diamonds. Not that we could possibly need, but I don't remember where I put them. Maybe over here, right there. So now we have extra diamonds. Now we don't have to worry about like, oh man, I'm like, I need to deconstruct the mod station so I can have the 1 diamond that it has and get it back and use it for something else. Anyways, that's one of the things we had to do, but we got that. We got more diamonds now. We were, got the prawn suit. We drilled up a bunch of resources, and we got that done. We found the Omega base near, where is it? In that direction. And Omega base was like, it's kind of sort of in the way, not in the way, but like on the path or on the route towards this body cache. But there is also like another biome down there, and I recognize, as soon as I saw it, and I'm like, oh, I know what this is. And then there's like some tunnels in there, and it might be maybe a tad bit like tedious to find the tunnel if you're like just going all around like crazy, like, oh, I don't know which way to go, or you have no sense of direction like me. But there's another biome down there. I don't know what to call it, but we found something called like a flowering spore, I believe. That thing right there, flowering spore. And we got these cotton anemone. Is it an anemone, or is that said differently? I think it's anemone. I don't know. We got those. that makes hydrochloric acid to make polyaniline. Anyways, whew, that's mostly what we did. So I had to, go back into the files of where the mod was for the arms as well. That was part of our big mess over there, and I currently have that here, sea truck claw arm. So I had to basically delete them and re-extract them and put them back in there. So like I said in the previous episode, it's kind of like it's to be expected. If it's not part of the game. Aside from that, bugs are also to be expected. Anyways. That's mostly it. Oh yeah, and I did say at the end of that episode that I would. I always like using we, but whatever. Sometimes I get conflicted. Should I use it? Should I not use it? That's why I'm sometimes like yes, we or me or whatever. Anyways, point is that we got some blueprints, and I said I was going to advance a little bit because with the making the exterior grow beds and all that, and I was gonna put the filtration system, the water filtration machines. I don't know if I had already put the power cell charger, but well, I have a power cell charger in case you want to see that. But here is my water filtration room, and I actually have an idea for this section right here. Maybe like add another room past that, but I'm not quite sure yet on that. So for now, it's gonna be left like that. Anyways, we have 6 water filtration systems. They supposedly have what's the word? They're also, affected by the mod where it increases the inventory space they have. But the machine seems to only recognize its original, like only 4x4 square or whatever it is. Though, in the original square, you probably wouldn't get 2 of these, or you probably would get 1 and 2 or 2 and 1, and then you'd get the stuff out, and then it'd make the water because it'd be completed and whatnot. So in this case, it makes 2 and 2, and it doesn't make any more. But still, we got water. We are low on water, but we're going to do something else with that in a moment. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take everything out. Go around. Grab all that. Because we also have a ton of power, as you can, in case you haven't noticed, in the top center of our screen we have 16k with like 25. Yeah, what? No, not 16k, 1.6k. I was gonna say 1600. Anyways, that, and that's because I've put a bunch of these solar panels right here. And the idea I have for this part over here, I've also put some reinforcement walls, but that's a whole other issue because I think the water machine reduced the integrity of the hull. Anyways, that's not the point. That I was getting at. I was getting at this. Where is it? Right here, the large room. I'd been talking about it previously. I'm like, oh, I think that I when we get to Marguerite's base, that I like this one way better than the module. That's because it's just so huge. Ah, you damn shark! Hold up, hold up. Gotta cut a bitch. Better run. You too? You too? What? Huh? Huh? He's not dead though. I do need a heal just in case. So anyways, I was thinking of putting it there because I think I do have the materials for it, but then I was like, because it does attach right to that slot right there and it'll fit, but I'm like, do I really need it? I don't have the interior grow beds yet to make my garden. Oh yeah, and by the way, I like using this one to make my garden. Oh yeah, I like using the large room to make my indoor garden, or whatever you want to call it, indoor garden, indoor greenhouse, whatever. So this is what I have going on here. This is what I made here. I kind of didn't want to put it over on top of this because I felt like it was going to be in the way of my moon pool. Oh yeah, and these things have been roaming around here and been making me hallucinate and giving me all sorts of problems. So from the few seeds that we got originally at the Omega base, well, each of these gives you 2 seeds and a fruit. That's what how I'm gonna replenish my health, and it replenishes health, satiation, and hydration. So that's good. And hydration is only 5, but hey, better than nothing in reality. So yeah. Anyways, So I filled this up. I'm like, I think that looks more or less okay. So I got that, and then I made another one over here. I didn't know what to put on that one. I'm like, I don't want to put two. I think two of these, like two full plots or sections or foundations of plots of the same thing. I felt like it was too much. I'm like, you know what? I'll just make some creep vines right there, chilling, and let them do their thing. I think these are still growing. Yeah, they're like 75, 76%. This is already fully grown. So I think in Subnautica 1, the Subnautica 1, they used to grow like really tall, like just like the normal or wild, like the wild creep vines. Apparently in in below zero they shrunk it. It's still, I think it's still, I don't know if it gives you the same amount of stuff, but you know, they just shrunk it, which is fine because we don't need this like all the way up here at the height of my base, and you know, being just a huge forest and whatnot. Anyways, done with that explanation. So I did a little test as well. I wasn't sure if I took off these fruits right here and just left the plant there. I wasn't sure if it was gonna regrow, because it felt, because you know the trees, I guess you understand that it would regrow. Maybe these plants as well, but I wasn't sure. I've never used this plant before, so I wouldn't know. This is the first time I'm using it in this playthrough, because I didn't know previously that it gave a fruit. I'm like, obviously you need to use whatever's useful. So if they are, what is the word? I was gonna say self-replenishing, but I know there's another word for it. I don't really know. Renewable? I don't know if that's the word I want to use. But yeah, 9 health, 20 food, and 5 water. It's not a lot, but you can actually, you can plant it like this, grow it, and just have a ton of it, right? Readily available. You can't carry it around with you. You know, you will have to be coming back and, you know, reharvesting, whatnot. But my test was to see if it would regrow, and it did, because on one of these I actually left 2 without cutting off and without replanting, and they were, I think they were these 2, and it did regrow. So just something to note there. So I'm gonna grab a bunch of these because I actually need to eat. Not to eat, I need a drink, and this is what I'm gonna drink right here. Just spam that. Why not? We can. So why not do it? There we are, topped up. Nice. Because I was struggling out here for water, but now that I have the water filtration system, or the machines, whatever, not much of a struggle now. But I did struggle to make, you know, get all the materials for, or the resources for all these. And these 2 clipped in. I couldn't help it. I couldn't fix it, so you know, they clipped in. I'm like, whatever. These solar panels. So now I have a ton of energy. I also have whatever's in the bioreactor. I don't really keep it full because I don't really want to micromanage that. That's why I've made these solar panels. And obviously these water filtration machines just use a ton. They're a huge drain on energy, so that's why I needed a better energy source. They still drain all the way to, they still bring it down all the way to 0. They really do. And then it's just constantly 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, and my lights are flickering on and off. But it's not a big deal. It still works. So with all the solar panels, it eventually you know, more or less keeps up, more or less. So that's what I got going on there. That's basically all I really did. You know, the filtration machine, I think it was that as well. The exterior grow bed. That was about it, really. Yeah. Not much else. You know, resource gathering, a little bit of that going on, and that's it. So what's next? We have 3 signals here: body cache, PK8, and Z13. We're at the end of the previous episode. We already went towards like the area, you know, where the body cache would be. So what the like more the most logical next step would be to actually continue in that direction. So we're gonna go do that. We're gonna head back over to the Omega base, continue downwards, and we're gonna go down to that biome. I don't know what to call it right now. I could call it the flowering spore biome, but there are plants down there, like, I don't know if they're like mushrooms or some weird plants that I still haven't scanned. I don't know if I should take this much water. I'll take it. I have some of these. What I was struggling with here is that I couldn't find the fish to make water. So that's why I was struggling with that. But now I have excess, but it's still fine. It's fine. We can never have too much water there. Yee! Body cache, body cache, body cache in that direction. So I'll see y'all over there in that biome, and then yeah, we'll start it off from there. Alright, so here we are. I stopped short of getting all the way to the bottom because we found uraninite. I don't know if I had seen it before, like obviously, in another area in this game in this playthrough. Oh, lily paddler, what's it doing here? So I don't know if the lily paddlers attack you. I got really hypnotized by one, and it didn't attack me at all. So I guess it's not exactly the mesmers. I think they bite, but the lily paddlers, I think they just make you go off like hallucinating and stuff. But anyways, our what's it called? Copper ore, nice. Though it's kind of too low to get down here to get copper, because I am lacking. I'm seriously lacking in the copper ore department. I think that was just dumb to go for that. But I really do need it. But the prawn suit can't make it all the way down here. So that's a flowering spore. So that's why I call it flowering spore biome. But there are those anemones over there. So I'm guessing it's just a giant anemone biome. I also believe that there was nickel in this area, if I was not mistaken. Yeah, cotton anemone. So we're gonna grand cotton anemone. So I'm just gonna call it the anemone biome or cotton anemone biome, because there's also these plants right here hanging from the ceiling, but they don't have anything. So yeah, basically, yeah, there's a marker right there. Clearly, it's in that direction we have to go. Diamond. Oh, look at that. If I would have found that originally, I probably wouldn't have to struggle. Wouldn't have struggled. There's nickel right there. With I wouldn't have struggled so much with getting the prawn suit and then that whole ordeal there. But let's just leave it in the past. Let's not dig it back up. What's done is done, and we got this done now. I am running out of oxygen, so I'm not gonna be able to make it in that direction because I believe it's just something like in the middle of like water. So it's not like it's a facility that hasn't oxygen available to us. Anyways, another thing I wanted to mention real quick because I forgot to mention it was that the whole ordeal we got ourselves into was quite literally our own problem, our own it's not in this direction, I gotta get out. It was caused, by me because I wanted to get those upgrades, and I just wanted to get them so bad, really. So now I have to get out or else I'm gonna die because I forget about this plant. Yeah. So another thing that I wanted to mention, I actually wanted to mention this in the
30 seconds of oxygen
in the other Subnautica playthrough, and that was that Subnautica has some really dramatic damage things. I'm like, if you get a little bit of damage, you get a lot of damage. It's so dramatic. It's the same thing. It's not like if it's a little bit of damage, it just shows a little bit of like a little bit of cracking or a little bit of on the outside. But for all of them, it's the same animation. For every damage you take, it's the same animation, or the same intensity of animation. I'm like, this is so that's so dramatic. I'm like, I get it when it's you get a little bit of damage, or no damage. It just shows like red on the outside, but it shows the whole cracking of the face mask, or however you want to call it, with the other thing paired together, and that cracking sound of the glass. I'm like, it's just so dramatic, and it makes people panic. I'll tell you that. And like, it grabs me, and I'm panicking like crazy, but like internally. But there's no health damage. It's like 5 or 2 or very minimal health damage. And I'm like, do you really need to be so dramatic, Subnautica? Do you really? Probably does. So I have to watch out for those things, and there are those little tentacles right there. I wonder if I can scan it. I would like to scan it, but it's also obviously I have to get in the face of it, put myself in danger. So with how we found the body cache so easily, it just felt to me like we got lucky, like really lucky. Oh, magnetite too, nice. Let's scan that. I think did I scan the nickel? I don't remember now that I think about it. I didn't. 5, 5, 5. So we're gonna try to nickel. I'll have to get that on my own. So let's go over here. Watch out for any of those plants because there's a bunch of. Oh, I can't go. I can't go down here. No, 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 no. I have to go back. I have to make. Hopefully, I can make the other depth. The other depth upgrade. I think I needed nickel for it, if I'm not mistaken. I don't recall really. I'm just making this up. I'm bullshitting literally right here because I don't know. I think there is a squid shark or more than one squid shark on our way down because we do have to continue going down, I believe. And like, yeah, we have another tunnel down that way, and it's kind of still far away. And to make it's gonna be like a very close call. We may even die down there, so I'm gonna collect some nickel around here and get some materials, all that good stuff. Probably go back to base and make that. I need to get those as well. I don't know if I need them, but I want to get them just to have materials. Fuck you, Triumphs. I wanted to get it and it just left. I'm gonna grab a bunch of that. I think that's about all I'll grab. And like I said, I'm gonna continue getting nickel ore, maybe some more diamonds if possible. If not, I don't really care. Flowering spores, I'll definitely take those. I don't remember what I need them for, but it's good to always have materials of biomes you've gone in, like when they're materials that are or resources that are biome specific. It's probably not a bad idea. Gold. All right, so I'm gonna go make my way out, get some more oxygen, come back, and I'm gonna do that, and then I'll see y'all probably when I get the upgrades. Probably I may come back before if something of interest comes up, but if not, then I'll see you then. Alright, so I've already done a little bit of resource gathering, not a ton, but like I guess enough. And as you can see in the top right hand corner, I have some recipes pinned. And so yeah, it wasn't nickel that we needed, but we do need nickel, but not right now. Now I'm kind of lost now. I think that's not the way. I think it's the other side. Is there an exit through here? That's what I want to know. What we need is the synthetic fibers, and for that we need the spiral clippings. If I'm not mistaken, and I recall correctly, I think that plant that gives us that, or you have to cut it off of it. I believe it's in the vent gardens. It's in. You have to go to the. We have to go to the big, adult, mature, whatever vent garden, and that's where we would get the spiral clipping. We can also die in there, of course, because there's water in there, and it's not like it's air, like has air inside. But there is air right here, which is good on our way down. There's another diamond right there. Oh, do I really want to risk my life for it? I was actually seriously contemplating that. Oh, I gotta go away from that spiky trap. That's exactly what I was trying to get away from. So I already scanned one of those. It's called the spiky trap, as I just said it. I don't know exactly what it does, but I don't know what happened exactly, but it kind of like it went docile on me. It tried to get me, and it released me on its own. And I'm like, oh, this is the I said this is the opportunity to scan that, and I did. So I scanned it. So like I said, I recall there being, oh, there is a section, but I don't know. Yeah, there is one. Look, it's blocked. There is a barrier right there, a force field, whatever you want to call it. I kind of remembered that there was a squid shark in here. Maybe it's not here right now, or I don't know what's up. So I guess I was worried for nothing. But confidence kills, and precaution, keeps us safe. Anyways, or keeps us alive, whichever you prefer. Yeah, so now we're here. Obviously, Alan's gonna talk here, so I should probably be quiet. At least I think so.
This skeleton is very dense, able to handle heavy forces. A good frame for my new form.
Are you okay, Alan?
It is not often that I gaze upon the form of a fallen architect.
Is this place another sort of sanctuary? It's peaceful. Beautiful, even.
As the bacterium spread, the continuation of life became uncertain. This is a place to reflect.
I think I understand.
So I try to slash at that to see if I can get something from it. Apparently not. I can't even scan any of these. I can't even get the, like any tooltip on it or like a text coming to come up from there. So, it's just ornamental. As it says, it's an ornamental, whatever it said right there, I forgot. Anyways, so we got that. I don't think there's anything else in here besides that. So I hope just the body cache signal just automatically turned off, because that's obviously what we're doing. Okay, so what's next? PK30 PK PK8. I was gonna say PK38. PK8 I believe is next. So it didn't automatically turn off. We'll turn it off ourselves. PK8 is next because we got Z13 after we had that one, so I'm guessing we should go in that order. Some people prefer, chaos and don't do that. I like chaos as well, but, I also like orderly chaos. Anyways, I gotta wait for that plant before it grabs me. Is that a diamond? Is it worth my life a little bit? Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take the little bit of damage for the diamond. There's some quartz right there. So yeah, that's gonna be next. We need the synthetic fibers, like I said, so maybe the vent garden. So we already saw the vent garden junior, I'll call it that. Maybe we follow. No shit. Maybe we followed that all the way down. Maybe we would find it, like, sort of somewhere in that area. More diamonds. Diamonds. Yeah, later on I'm probably just gonna get way so many diamonds, that I won't even, like. There's the squid shark I was talking about. I knew there was one in here. I knew I wasn't crazy. I'm gonna have way more diamonds than I know what to do with. So yeah, I know I'm getting too excited over these, but I kind of had a little, I'm a little traumatized, but by what happened in the previous episode with the whole, diamond fiasco. Oh man, that's bugged. Can't grab that one. Get away from that. I don't see anything else here. I probably should have just got the oxygen and left, but no. Anyways, there's not really much I can do with the nickel right now, or diamonds. So I think I've got a decent supply. I got a little bit more of the anemone thingies, so I got a bunch of that. And I think I have a decent supply of these as well. So I'm gonna stick with what I've got. I'm gonna head back and maybe head for the vent garden area. I do hope I can find the way out, and if not, you know what, I'm gonna grab this real quick. Should give me enough oxygen to justify me actually going for it. I don't even know where I have to go. I already lost myself. Where's my vehicle? My vehicle. I don't see it on the sides of the screen. Oh, there it is, right there. I don't even know if I'm gonna make it. Ooh, this seems like I'm in the wrong area. Anyways, I'll see you outside. Alright, so here we are back at base. So I just wanted to show you all that it does respawn, even though probably most of you would already know. But I just wanted to show it that it does respawn, because sometimes, it begs the question, does it or does it not? Because there are some plants that actually, it's just like a one-off thing and that's it. I don't know about the fruit, but I mean, like, I don't have any here. But in the case of, like, the mushrooms, let's say, right? If you were to put one in here, it wouldn't spawn anymore, or it wouldn't proliferate in any way. I don't believe, or as far as I know. And it really wouldn't give you anything else to get. Like these, you can, And these do respawn off the thing, just so you know. Just probably, obviously, you haven't seen it, but I have seen it. That if I were to pick one of these clean, maybe I don't have to pick it clean, but a creepvine, you little shit. Huh? Who you messing with? You messing with the wrong person. Can't you see I got a shank? Anyways, I'm sorry y'all had to see that, but you know it had to happen. It had to happen. This little mofo is messing in the wrong hood. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is that obviously the mushrooms wouldn't proliferate in any way, shape, or form, but you can, if I recall correctly, you can put them in these planters, and they'll just chill there. And yeah. Anyways, so it begged the question to for me to figure out, does it or does it not respawn like the fruit in it, and it does. Anyway, so we got that back up. We're back in here, and so let's continue on. Let's continue towards looking for the vent garden, which actually it's like in kind of that direction, or was it like in this one? I can't remember exactly. PK8 is in that direction. But I would like some more depth limit. I don't know what phrase to use or what word to use. But anyway, oh yeah, I do. There was something else I did want, though I don't know if I really need it. These fins, I kind of do want to make the swim charge fins, but I prefer the other ones. Though I don't have the other ones, so I'm like, well, choose one, I guess. Nah, I'm not gonna make it. Why? Because I don't like the sound it makes when every time you're swimming, it just goes and I kind of don't like that. I think that's gonna get on my. That is one of the things that really probably would get on my nerves. Like to some people, the chewing sound. To me, that that constant flapping noise is probably gonna get on my nerves. Anyways, so I believe we had found that vent garden in that direction, like in somewhere around here, that young vent garden. I don't know if this is gonna lead us to that area, but I kind of do need to find it because I believe the spiral plant is inside those. So yeah, I'm gonna look for it, and if I don't find it, we'll just break away from that task and just head over trying to go for PK8. Anyways, I'll see y'all in a moment.
Thermal energy to nurture the life that grows within.
Okay, so as you can see, I found it. There is one of those. I think that's a red. I'm gonna keep calling it a squid shark because it doesn't look like a squid shark because it doesn't have the tentacles. I don't think it has some weird long fins, but that's, I don't know. Anyways, 300 meters is the deepest we can go. So I obviously had to look for a spot to put this in to keep it away from that. What did I just kill? Did I break something from there? Anyways, we're gonna keep that with the lights on. We gotta be careful because we can die inside there if we get lost. We lose ourselves. What is this? I already have that. I don't need to scan. I don't want to scan it because I'm out here for another reason, right? I also just to note, as I was coming out of that one, the cotton anemone biome, which is what I'm gonna call it, I got a blueprint. I found the last one that I needed for the Sea Truck Aquarium module. Let me tell you this, it's not that useful. It's more like ornamental or decorational than anything. I don't remember if it has storage in there, but it has basically 2 glass tanks on the sides, 2 aquariums on the inside. And as you swim by, or I'll just say swim by, it'll catch fish. It has a limit, obviously. It's not that not the limit's kind of, I don't know, maybe a 6x6 or something. I guess I'll just scan this while I'm here. You'll occasionally catch something as you swim by it. If you crash into it, obviously you'll kill it. But if you brush it, you have to brush it or something. It's kind of weird like that. Anyways, I do believe the spiral clipping ones were in here. Wait, are these the ones? Yeah, spiral plant. There it is. Like, was it? Because I do see the spiral thing, but I see that the rest is not the spiral. It's not spiral. So we need a bunch of those. We're gonna grab these, and I think since I do have the garden, I may make another one. I don't know how often I'll need those spiral clippings, so I'm gonna grab as many of these as I can, and I may plant them. I don't need the redwood. You can stay there. Did I recall that I had to find these here? Not really, but since it was like an ingredient for things, I was like, maybe it's in the vent garden. I kind of recall the vent garden, but I didn't exactly recall what was in there. It just like something had to be there, right? You had to go in there for some reason, and the spiral clipping thing just felt like it was the obvious choice, you know, or thing to think that was in there. I've already spent about half of my oxygen, so I probably should make my way out. Last time I played, I did die once because I tried going out a different way, and I thought there was an exit at the top, and I messed up. And I didn't keep tabs on my oxygen either. So yeah, and I think there is it opens and closes. I think like as if it were breathing. I don't recall either if that's the case. But anyways, we got the spiral clippings. We got 18 of them. I'm probably gonna make a grow bed for that. I don't want to have to keep coming back and forth if I need more than what I'm gonna get from this. And I've already made like the grow beds. I might as well make more. Why not? And the creep vines, I planted those because I didn't know what else to put. I'm like I said, I didn't want to put. I didn't feel like making two full foundations of grow beds with just the anemone fruit. So I'm like, you know what, just one, and then I'll see what I put in the other one. And I just decided to go with creepvine because is the only thing I really had. That's where I was looking at the whole, you know, mushroom proliferation and that whole thing, because I was like thinking about what to put in the other ones because of that decision I took of not wanting to do so much of the anemone plant. Anyways, I'm just gonna continue this on my own. I should be almost done. We'll head back to base. I think I feel like I do have extra enough to just make the things that I want to make, and then I'll like start, you know, I'll plant the things later. I forgot I should probably do this. Use this to move around. What I mean is, you know, make what I need, make the whole grow bed thing, plant whatever I have left over, and then let that do its thing while we go do our thing and continue exploring. Yeah, so I think that is it. I don't see any more, and that's really all there is to this area. Like, I don't know if there are other vent gardens. I think there are other larger ones, like, you know, or of this size. But I don't know if they have other stuff inside, like other than the spiral thing and the redwood plant. Where are we? I'm lost over there. Okay. So like I said, that's the plan of action. I'm gonna do that, and I'll probably see you once I finish, you know, getting that done. I probably won't put you all through the process of me putting making the whole grow bed platform and all that, or maybe we could. It just depends. We'll see. Anyways, where is base? Base. That way. Alright, so we're back at base. I've actually already made the plants, the planters, the grow beds, whatever. I tried to put it on the side of that, and actually also wanted to see if I could put it on this side, but we can't put it on this side because it clips with that lily pad thing right there, stalk, and over here it doesn't because it clips into the rock there, or the terrain. I think there's a mod for like terraforming, or maybe a mod for like being able to build and it'll terraform accordingly if you're trying to put something that clips into the terrain. I didn't want to use that one. I'm like, nah, I'll just go with what we got. And I probably could have put it on this end, but I couldn't because these grow beds, since they're sticking out a little bit, that was part of the design of how I wanted to actually do it, because I felt like maybe I could fit something else in there. I didn't really need to because there's this little gap here, but anyways, it doesn't let me because it clips with that, and probably wouldn't even let me anyways because it's still kind of, you know, it's kind of very off. You know, it might barely be able to get it right there with like 3 pillars or something, but I don't know. Anyways, I placed it here. Right there we can see that the little tiny saplings or sproutlings, whatever, however you want to call it, they're right there chilling. Got those going there. And so I got one full and one nearly a third full. Maybe I could call it a quarter full, and I only need 2 synthetic fibers as far as I know. So that's why I decided to keep, you know, just 2. So they should be in advanced materials. And this would be for, I'm gonna make both of them, even though I don't really need the prawn one right now because I'm not using the prawn suit right now. It's back at the mining site, so I can only make those 2. And the modification station sometimes doesn't like to work with. Wait, do I need to use a modification station, or can I just do it here? I can. So that's that one. We obviously need we need the Mark II. For us, is the Mark II, right? Yeah, we need the Mark II upgrade. It's not in here, so yeah, don't mess that up on camera. You've already done enough messing up. I'll just make it. And for this one, we're gonna have to go back to the sea truck in here and grab that one. One thing to note, because of you know, of the modules, you know, on the module topic, it does, when you have modules and you dock it like that, it does detach from the rest of the train or the other, I don't know what you want to call it. What are they called? The sections in the train? I forget what they're called. Well, I can't think of anything right now, so we're just gonna say that. That's a Sea Truck 3. I need kyanite for this one, so that's definitely a no-no. We obviously the nickel ore too, but kyanite is the other ingredient, the other advanced ingredient. So yeah, it's not gonna let me do that. I'm gonna have to do it manually. Grab all the stuff. So here, we already made the prawn one, so we need this one. We need 2 rubies and the enamel glass. Mainly the enamel glass is why it's not letting us do this. So we're going to here, enamel glass. No power. You gotta be kidding me. So I have to make glass first. So I don't know why, but this is not liking that the whole auto crafting thing again. It's just not liking it. This game doesn't like it. Like it definitely didn't like it when we tried to do it with the mobile vehicle bay, or forget what it's called. When we first built the sea truck, yeah, it didn't like that either. It didn't like that either. So we've got both modules, right? Sea truck, prawn suit. So that means we don't need these anymore here. Where's the prawn suit one, or whatever is the other one? That one. Synthetic fibers. We're good. Alright, so let's go over here. I don't remember where I had it, so I'm just gonna place it there. 650. Good, good, good. I don't know if that's the best, but it's good enough. I'm not carrying any materials, am I? No. What I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna restore my vitals, and we're gonna head over for PK8. So I'll see y'all when I do this. Alright, so in this direction. Make sure I keep that on my or activated, not like on. I was gonna say on my hotbar. I'm like, no. Keep that activated on my mouse or trigger or whatnot. Especially that. Can't forget to use this in the right scenario, in the right at the right time, because when like a squid shark or one of the red ones is trying to eat. Maybe the red one's the only one. I don't know if the red one's the only one that can actually like put its whole face or mouth over the sea truck, or the sea truck's what would I call this dome, this front dome or front glass panel or whatever you want to call it, windshield. Oh, I forgot that there was this place right here. It has diamonds. Look at that. If I would have known that, well, whatever. I didn't know. So there's so many things I could have known, and I didn't know. So yeah, that just makes the
Artifact you found contains traces of information suggesting what has become of my people.
that just makes me look even more stupid, like because of what happened in the previous episode. But whatever, it happened. What can we do? Move on. Like I said, in the past, I probably and I said that, so I probably should have just left it there. I can't help myself, I guess. Anyways, I hope I don't get burnt. So scanning, oh, 5.
New technology acquired.
Yeah, so like I said, the game, we do really do. I know I'm being repetitive, but I'm always repetitive, and I'm always repeating stuff and saying things over and over again. But as I said, the whole crafting ion cubes mod is really unnecessary. You really don't need it, and this game just gives them to you readily as you go along. Not like the regular Subnautica, where it like kind of like it hardly ever gives you gave us ion cubes until you get to the end where it gives you the ion cube fabricator. But that's like end game already, right? So this one's given to you as you go along. Obviously, we don't have the recipes for ion batteries or ion power cells, which would be nice. But anyways, I probably shouldn't go any higher without my sea truck. So that one was a really simple one. I think we still have time. Yeah, I'll come back some other time for this one. I probably will leave it active. Maybe not, who knows. I'll come back some other time to grab those materials that are there. Yeah, that's the red one right there, definitely, right? So Z13, actually deactivate the other one for now. Oh, wrong word. PK8, I don't think I'll forget that one. Z13, this direction, over there, right there. Aha! So go to 1 and then zap the shit out of them. Yeah, so like that's why you need to make sure you don't panic when you're going like this. I do it all the time, so I can't really speak for myself, but you know, that's what I'm just trying to say. I've already had encounters with it, so I kind of already got the hang of it. I don't know how far down that is, but 650 should be more or less enough for, you know, getting near it. I really do want to find. I have one fabricator, one sea truck fabricator module piece or fragment. I've scanned one so far, but I really want that one, and I really want the storage one. I really want to start making my mobile base. Right now I'm just a little, you know, basically this is a sea moth, the sea moth of below zero, literally. And I was thinking of making another one. One would be just the truck base, or the front, or the engine, or whatever you want to call it, the cabin. I don't know. And the other one would be, you know, the whole mobile base getup. But anyways, I ramble a lot. You know, what can I say? And I haven't seen a single one for the storage. Let's see, what's that? Do I have it already? I just want to know. Sea truck claw arm fragments. So yeah, I already have that. I just wanted to check. All right, so we've come real close to this area. We were coming in real hot with that one. What was it? 150 or 125%? Speed boost on this. So these are the eye jellies. I don't know if they're dangerous though. I've never really seen them do anything besides just float around. Maybe they sting, but maybe not actively. By the way, let me just do something real quick right here with the titanfish. And we'll scan it too. Hey, you little symbiote bastard! I just called it that because that's what it's called. It's called a symbiote. You can grab it and you can cook it and you can eat it, but I don't know. Is it me, or why does it look like my sea truck changed color? Whatever, leave it alone. So did I crash into something? Okay, right over here. I don't recall correctly. This one may be on land. And I do remember that there was one particular, like, I want to go around it. If I go through this one, I think this is a dead end, and like we can like just get off and yeah, whatever. But that's not where I want to go, because I know where this is. Because it took me forever. I'll tell you this. It's kind of like one of those things. Like, oh, it was so hard, since it was so difficult to find it. Like, it ingrains in your head. It gets ingrained in your head. The whole process of finding something or doing something or whatnot. After you've done it for so long, I could not, like, I could just not find the pathway to get to that area. And the way I got to it is I actually fell. I fell down a cliff. And I landed right in front of the entrance, and I'm like, oh, look at that. I thought I was gonna die. Because it was pretty high up. It was pretty high up, and I just couldn't find it. So there's a problem here, and the problem is that we can't, well, we shouldn't just do this, we shouldn't just go for this and try to get it. Actually, no, hold up. I think I remember the other way for it. And it was not going on top of the thing. It was just continuing past this, yeah, right there. I think that's where it is. I previously didn't find it because I just got to this area, and I'm like, oh, let's start exploring, and I started moving in this direction. I completely and totally ignored that. I actually fell from up there or something, and I thought I was gonna die. But yeah, you kind of sort of have to cross the bridge or activate that right there. I forget what you need to do that, and to get over here and basically that, right? The problem is this whole we need to explore this whole thing, and I really wouldn't want to continue now. I think what I'm gonna have to do, you know what, Z13 is gonna have to wait for the next episode and this entire area, because it's part of the whole thing. I feel I'm conflicted, but I'll stop it here. At least we got some stuff, we got some stuff, some productive things, or we were productive a little bit in this episode. Mostly exploring. We got the body cache, and we got the other one, which PK8 I think it was called, and that was literally like it. I don't recall it. The vent garden was like the main thing kind of this episode, and me talking a lot like I always do. But anyways, that's gonna be all for now. I'm gonna cut this one short. It's not a big deal.
Hypothermia imminent.
Yeah, hypothermia imminent. We'll be fine. We just need to get into the water. In the next one, we'll go for that Z13, but we're also going to explore this whole ice shelf, iceberg, ice, whatever you want to call it. But anyways, that's all for now. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see more. Oh yeah, this guy's watching for sure. Hit that like button if you liked the episode. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.